Set it up. Hello, welcome back to another.
Hi everyone. Today's topic is NJAC Bill of 2022.
ഫുൾ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. ഞാൻ നല്ല അടിപൊളിയാക്കി സോറി കട്ട്. Hello, welcome back to another session of Current Affairs at Aspirant Desk with Gallant IAS. Today we have 4 important topics for you and we will be discussing that today.
Hello everyone. Today's first topic is NJAC Bill of 2022. It is a bill to regulate the appointment of judges. Do you know how the judges are appointed in Supreme Court or High Court presently?
Collegium system.
Okay. As we all know, it was done through the third judge's case, and later on then there was another NJC bill which was done by in 2014 through 99 Constitutional Amendment Act. But what happened to the 99 Constitutional Amendment Act?
I think that was made unconstitutional by
Why?
because it broke the independency of the judiciary. Yes.
Okay, then what is the reason why another NJC bill recently? Okay, this was meant in the previously in 2014 as well. But currently what jurists are saying is that
The judges are being appointed by judges.
yeah, that is only taking place in India. In no another country the judges are being appointed by judges itself. So for our NJSC bill 2022, it says that the judiciary must be appointed by another judges plus legislative plus executive. This can be quoted or which can be used in mains perspective, and we can expect any prelims question from this. Thank you.
So today I am going to discuss some topic from science and tech perspective, space technology. So how many of you have heard about Navik?
It's navigation satellite of India.
Yeah, it's basically Indian GPS. So it's all. Do you know that it's also known as IRNSS? That is Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. So what's the full form of Navik?
Navigation satellite system.
No, it's basically navigation with Indian constellation, and the constellation is satellites, the pattern of satellites. So we know that there are basically 7 satellites in this constellation, and do you know for which is more important, prelims or mains?
Both.
It's actually important for both because in the prelims point of view, they could ask questions about IRNSS or Navik, or about the number of satellites, about other countries with navigation systems, or even the location of the satellites, such things. So you know that there are basically all satellites we launch. Will it be in lower orbit, upper orbit, or outer space, something like that? So that we know that the satellites are always launched in lower Earth orbits, outer Earth orbits, or space something. So where do you think our satellites will be launched, or for this navigation?
Low Earth orbit.
No, we'll always think, because most of satellites are sent to lower Earth orbits, but actually it is sent to outer Earth orbit, whereas GPS is sent to lower Earth orbit. GPS is having more than 50 satellites, but we have only 7 satellites. So the comparing to GPS is having global coverage. That is, throughout Earth they will be having coverage because they have a large number of satellites. Whereas our Navik is having regional coverage. That is, the area of operation is just 1,500 kilometers beyond Indian borders. That's a big radius. That's India, and 1,500 kilometers beyond its borders. That's the maximum coverage of this navigation system. So, do you know any other navigation systems throughout the Earth by other countries?
There's Chinese, Baidu. Russian is there.
Yeah. So basically, we can divide that into regional navigation systems like India's and global navigation systems. So the most important navigation system we all use is GPS. So most of us will be knowing about GPS. So basically, it is American. That's US. There's GLONASS, GLONASS, GLONASS. It's basically Russian. It's Russian made. And there's Beidou. Beidou means Chinese. It's Chinese. And another one is our Galileo. Galileo is European Unions. And basically, India has started its navigation system project with Galileo, with European Union. But because China was also involved in that, India, stating security reason, withdrew from that, and we started to prepare our own satellite. So these are the 4 global satellite systems, navigation systems in the world, and there are 2 regional satellite systems. The one is Japan's QZSS, and the other one is India's Navik. So these are the basics of our navigation system, and plus I told you there are 7 satellites. 3 of them are geostationary. That is, whenever we look at the sky, they will always in the same position. They won't change the position. That is, they always move with the speed of the Earth. And there are 4 other satellites that are geosynchronous. That is, they change their position throughout the day. The next day they are in the same position. That is, they always move. And this movement is the reason why we get the exact precise location. So, if we get a statement that the Navik is more accurate than GPS, GPS is having more satellites. So, what do you think? Will it be more accurate than GPS or less accurate than GPS? Yeah, it's actually more accurate. The power of GPS is somewhat 20 meters something. That's their focus or something. There's some word for that. I actually don't remember that word, but actually it's some 20 meters something their focus. But our GPS having 10-meter focus, so it will be having more zoom, it's more focus, more reliability, and it's more important in our security perspective because kind of, and it's more important in our security perspective because we know using there is no contract or any other terms for GPS usage, so they can withdraw their usage in time. So it's a big threat for our nation because if a war comes up with Pakistan or something and America withdraw their GPS, will be total chaos. Such as the America has closed the GPS in Russia, Russian traffic service and something. So such that they can do it India also. So this is the main things that we have to focus about Navik. And as I said, it's important mains and prelims perspective. So anything?
So shall we move to the next topic? Yes. So my topic is about GI tag. So GI tag is the geographical indication. It is given to certain products that have special characteristics and that originate from a particular location. So recently in news, Kerala have got 5 GI tags on 5 agricultural products. So in prelims base, it is very important to know the location and the products that have got GI tag. So they can ask questions by shuffling the location or by shuffling the products. So the products that have got GI tag in Kerala is Attapadi Attukombu Avara, that is beans. The next one is Attapadi Tuvara, that is red gram, and Onatukara Ill, that is 16. Next one is the Kandalur Pattavada Velutulli, that is garlic, and next is Kodungalur Potuvellari snap melon. So it is very important to know the correct locations and correct products. It can be shuffled. So be conscious about that. That's it.
Okay, we will be moving on to the last topic of today, that is the US breakthrough for the nuclear fusion. So we know that in prelims perspective, the difference between the fusion and fission is very important. You could actually get statement questions determining the characteristics of both, and in mains perspective we can actually expect the questions based on the significance of this breakthrough of the nuclear fusion over the nuclear fission which you are using. So can you tell me the difference between fission and fusion?
Fission means joining two atoms or removing two atoms.
Fission actually means we are actually splitting two atoms, whereas in fusion we are combining two atoms. So we can usually see this fusion in sun where we are combining two hydrogen atoms in the case of the sun rays. that is what actually happens here in our nuclear fusion as well. In nuclear fusion, we actually combine a heavier isotope of hydrogen, that is tritium. We combine those form a nuclear fusion technology. Whereas in the case of fission, we actually split and we use uranium atom for that. So can you tell me an example of bombs which we use in fission and fusion?
Atomic and hydrogen bombs.
Yes. Fission uses atomic bomb. We know that Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we have used atomic bombs that is actually based on our fission technology. But in fusion, we use an hydrogen bomb, which is actually a thermonuclear. So that is the main classification of a fusion and fusion. So why do you think this is actually a breakthrough phenomenon now?
I believe fusion is having more energy capacity than fusion.
It's the other way around. Fusion releases more energy than fission, which is a comparison that if fission releases one input of energy, fu- uh, fusion actually gives out four. That is four times. So, which means that it also gives us more cleaner energy, which means that it doesn't actually release a lot of carbon and the energy is much more cleaner. So we could actually provide that to the climatic output as well. It will be more cleaner energy, more clean energy, four times that of fission energy, and that too it could power much more. So that is why this is actually significant breakthrough for US finding and finding for the nuclear tech. And another important key organization which we need to know is, it's not an organization but a reactor. It's called the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor. Now, this organization studies and do research on nuclear fusion technology, and they are doing mega projects on this engineering field. But it's currently still in the machine phase, and India is a member of this ITER, that is International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, since 2005. So these are main key highlights in the case of the nuclear fusion technology, which has been a breakthrough phenomenon for the US, and we could expect more questions and more development in this topic in the coming months. So that is it. That's the four important topics we had for you today. Please like and subscribe the channel, and we will be with you with a new current affairs session next week. Thank you.